All right, welcome back to Corrupt Cops Who've Crossed the Line. I haven't been on in a while, so I got two quick stories for you guys. Please like the video, share the video on your social media, hit the subscription button, hit the thumbs up button, put down some comments. As you can see, I got a microphone set up here off to the side. I don't want to block my pretty face. Had this for a while. I've used it once or twice. Sort of awkward to use. That's why I haven't been using it. I just use the laptop speaker and microphone. Well, we'll see how this works out. All right. Like I said, like the video, comment on it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Okay. Two quick stories. One story, first one is Georgia cop, 37 years old. His name was Leon Mitchell. This also ties into one of the Q&As I have. Leon was dealing drugs in uniform, on duty. So I don't know what the heck Leon is thinking. He learned absolutely nothing from the 7-5 documentary. Eventually everyone gets busted. Been plenty of cops after me that have been busted, plenty of cops before me that have been busted. I don't know. Leon decided it was a good idea to deal drugs in uniform. Apparently he was selling the drugs and to whoever his buyers were, and I'm assuming someone down the chain got caught and said they were purchasing drugs. It doesn't say all this in the news article. Someone was said they give up on a higher up. We were buying drugs from a cop in uniform, and undercover went to make a buy from him, bought from him in uniform. He was charged with sale with intent to distribute, possession of a firearm during a felony. And that's obviously, it was a legit firearm, but he's committing felonies, so they hit him with possession of a firearm. Violation of oath, that's obvious one. I don't think that's his biggest problem. He was also denied bail, which was surprising. I'm not sure why. Usually that's, because they think he's a possible threat to the public or, capable of fleeing the jurisdiction. I'm not sure why they denied him bail. So it ties into one of the Q&As also. One of the Q&As was, is body cams detrimental, however the hell you say that word. As you guys know, I'm not too good with speech. Bad New York upbringing and accent. Detrimental or beneficial to police officers? Look, if you're a legit cop doing the right thing all the time, body cam and dashboard cams can be nothing but beneficial to you. I don't see how you think it could be a bad thing. Obviously, if you're doing so, and there's so many ways around it anyway. If you're doing something wrong, you could turn off that body cam. It's not running the entire time you're on duty. It's not like it's you have no access to an on off, whatever reason. Maybe in the future they will change that, but I'm assuming for privacy reasons, you go to the restroom with a body cam on, you have to have the ability to turn it off, I would think. Personal conversations with someone in a car while you're not on a call, have the body cam off, or at least the microphone part of it off. So I think the body cams and the dash cams are nothing but a beneficial act, are going to help cops with any false charges against them, anything like that. And if you're doing shit wrong, well, then you deserve to get busted. What can I say? Don't be doing stuff wrong at this. This is 2022, man. Technology is all over. Even if you don't have your own body cam on, it's somebody else's camera that's going to catch you. Someone else's security camera, someone else's cell phone. So you guys got to stop with all the corruption. Even, cops going through cars when they're searching cars. Even if if a cop has his body cam off, a lot of people now in their cars, they have their own dash cam cameras. So you never know if that's on or off. That's going to catch you doing something in the act. So stay straight, man. The job is paying better, and there's a lot of good benefits on the job. It's not worth risking your whole career and your freedom over. So Leon Mitchell is, obviously going to lose his job and probably going to be doing some time. Next story comes from right here in Florida. It's a Clearwater cop, 16-year veteran, 42-year-old Jason Lambie. This dude, I usually don't do domestic violence stories. This has to do with domestic violence. It has nothing to do with when he was on duty or anything like that. Because it's just because there's so many of those and so many DUIs, I don't get into them. But he went a little beyond the typical domestic violence. He held his ex-girlfriend for multiple days, didn't let her leave. He was charged with false imprisonment, battery. He took his phone from his ex-girlfriend and held her captive for a few days, not letting her to leave wherever they were, either his place or, it doesn't say, probably her place, I would assume. And he got hit with that. He also, when they finally went to arrest him, he threatened, I forgot all about that. He threatened to kill her and himself while he was holding her captive. But when the cops did finally go to arrest him, he was charged with assault and resisting arrest on the officers that went to arrest him. So, romance sort of makes people lose their mind. The cops are no different than everyone else. And this is probably going to cost Jason his job. Maybe, they'll let him retire prior to sentencing him. I don't know. Usually when there's charges, pending charges, they don't let you retire. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so we did the one Q&A. So, and there's no nothing on Jason about bail or if he made bail or if our bail was set. So we'll see what happens with that in the coming weeks. The second Q&A, we did the first Q&A about body cams. Second Q&A comes from a gentleman who lived on Long Island, and he was, or is, he didn't say if he's still doing it, heating specialist, air conditioning specialist, working on heating systems. So he's in that field, and he writes that, why was my ex-partner's house described as a mansion and is described as a mansion? Because he worked on the house either back in the day or in the future. He didn't say, not in the future, in the present. And he claims it's a house just like any other house on Long Island. It's the typical Long Island house. So why was Dowd's house being described as a mansion? All right. Very easy for me to answer. Blame that on the New York Post. New York Post, when we were arrested, they went to all our houses, took photos of our houses. It's Post back in the day, and a lot now. It's they work on sensationalism. They want to sell papers. So they took a picture of all the homes and described them. And they put my ex-partner's house right on the front page of the Post, and big headline, the house that Coke built, and big close-up of the house. And let me tell you, his house was nice. It was not super beyond the normal houses. It was sort of like a high ranch colonial combination, and he didn't purchase the house, from what I remember, on his own. There was a upstairs and a downstairs and a full basement. From what I remember, he split it with his brother, and his brother lived on the first floor, and my ex-partner lived on the top floor. After that, he did put in a nice big in-ground pool in the backyard. He was finishing out the basement to rent out. So it was a nice house, and it was on a cul-de-sac, which made it look, more nice, more expensive, nice big long driveway. It was a nice house. Was it super mansion-like? I wouldn't describe it as a mansion, but it was a nice house, and the New York Post helped prop it up to be that mansion type status, because they wanted to sell papers. That's what they do. And I'll put up a photo of it for you guys to look at from back in the day. Like you've seen in the past, I collected a whole scrapbook of all the news clippings from when we were arrested. So one of them I kept was the front page of the New York Post where it shows my ex-partner's house. I'll put that up for you guys to take a peek at. All right, so that's it. That covers our two stories, the two cops being arrested, Georgia cop and Florida cop. Yeah, and the Florida cop was right by me here in Clearwater. Q&As are covered, and we'll get to hopefully another story pretty soon. I've been slacking. This is just about a year out from when my wife passed away, so I'm sort of, I wouldn't say I'm in hiding, but I'm not doing too many things. I'm sort of keeping to myself and not really doing too much. So it's only a couple of days from when she passed, and it is what it is. I've got to move forward and deal with it. There's no getting around it. So thanks for stopping by. Share this on your social media. Hit me up with some comments, and I appreciate all you guys for coming by and checking out the show. Thanks so much.